Well, hello guys, this is me, Christian again. And of course, guys, here we go in another me talking to you viewers, guys. And so yeah, before we also could get started, if any of you guys have not subscribed to my channel or my girlfriend Harmony's channel, please, yes guys, consider subscribing and it will totally help us a lot indeed, guys. So, you guys want to know what today's national day on the calendar is for today? Even though it's no point, I'm gonna probably explain it anyways. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna explain it. So, anyways, basically, this day is something related to deal with weirdness, right? Like how we're all how I kind of reflected on with the previous me talking to viewers that I made a statement point that we're all different people and that seeing different people, right? Like it seems that like we all come into random human beings at time to times, right guys? And we're always, yeah, like everything just seems normal, just want to have a casual talk and all that kind of stuff until you notice like something very different off the person. Like there's a huge difference that you just don't like, and then you start to make fun of, which is something that will really disappoint a lot of people. And people like you, like if you decide to bully that person, should be ashamed of that because it's dead wrong. Anyway, so today's National Day is considered Peculiar Day, if any of you guys know what peculiar means. I learned this definition today at school, guys, so that's why I'm going on. But yeah, anything I pick up from school, well, why not? If it's something that all of us classmates, well, had to learn, well, I figured why not spread the word, because I know that most of us may not know this in particular. It's another thing, well, I don't know, related to science, but, you know. Anyway, so peculiar is basically another definition of weird or strange or crazy or even different. All those definitions actually come to it being a different thing. Like, you're a different person. I'm a different person, right? We're all different people, but yet we all require the same needs. In all of us individual human beings, we all require the same things, like shelter, food, water, air, sleep, and don't forget medications. Well, that's kind of recommended. Many people can debate on that, but oh well, let me know in the comments down below if you think medications is considered a want or a need. In my opinion, it's considered a need, so yeah. Anyways, let's not get on that kind of topic. Anyways, I want to dedicate this day peculiar. Like, I just wanted to get that mainly out of the way, guys, because I feel like it's kind of great. Like, here's an example, like, right? Like, say for a matter of fact, this happens to me quite a lot. Well, you guys pretty much notice this quite a bit sometimes for me too. Like, but sometimes I speak big words that sometimes don't make any sense according to some definitions of the topic of what I'm trying to explain or what others are trying to explain, all that kind of stuff. So sometimes it can make the conversation a little bit confusing. So yeah. Like if we're looking for something like strange, right guys? We're not typically looking for something that you normally already see. You're looking for something that's beyond, like, off the charts. Like anything related off topic, well, right? That's the thing. Like, if it's, here's what I'm trying to get at. If it's normal, we all see it, right? If it's a normal thing, we already know. We just see it right there. But if it's something that's on particular, like, for example, we all know, like, Like, for example, with French fries, right? I'm making a food example topic here. So there's French fries, and you dip it in barbecue sauce, right? And decide to eat that. Yeah, that's considered normal. AKA, not real surprise, because basically almost anybody can do that. But the difference I'm making is also related to French fries, yes. But the only difference with that is French fries with mayo or with pickle juice. I know that sounds disgusting, right, guys? But there's where you see it on particular, where you don't usually see it very often, which is considered different, right? Which is also another way of saying peculiar, guys. So you see where I'm going with this? Normal things are considered the things we see almost all the time or sometimes, and the things that are peculiar, known as different, are the things that sometimes are hard to see at most times. And in fact, some of us don't even see it coming at all. This just makes it unnatural. And don't get me wrong, there's been a few things, I'm being honest here, there's been a few things I've seen that have been unfamiliar to me and I've never known about it before. And I'm pretty sure it's like that with all of you other human beings out there too, and I guess even some animals like dogs and cats as well, but, you know. Like, here's the thing. Another example I just came up with, with the normal thing, most people, including me, have managed to, at some point, gotten a cat or a dog in their lives, right? Whereas somebody, like, I've seen a video about this, that somebody actually tamed a lion. No doubt. They actually tamed a lion, and those are like the king of the Amazon jungles, right? That is just crazy news right there. But it's yet to be the case. Another example of normal versus peculiar, aka different. So yeah, hope that was worth a good example of stuff. And if my girlfriend Harmony's watching this video, I really love you lots. Anyways, so we've been noticing quite a lot of so-called problems, like, because the fact that we haven't recently been getting a lot of snow lately, right? I want to kind of now get on that part too. And noticing that the fact that we haven't been getting much snow, like around October, yeah, usually early October is, like, no, not early, no, like the later October, we end up seeing the snow, right? It must have been around there, but usually it's somewhere between late November or to early December, usually is where a lot of the snow is going to come in. So yeah, what I'm basically saying is there's been a lot of climate change happening over the past year, and 2022 year we had pretty much around normal, which was around December, guys, that we have recently gotten the snow back in the 2021 year. But this, for some reason, well, we have kind of gotten snow around 2022. It started off before even Halloween, so that was kind of suspected, but we had it a little bit from the December calendar, but then it kind of faded away, like it was basically nothing right there. And are they serious right there? Like, basically, there was just not a lot of snow, and it just went all fading off. So it really, and the chances are we did end up getting a green Christmas like a few weeks ago. Basically 2 weeks, I should say. Right? And it was just nothing but grass, basically. That's what I mean by green. But because of climate change, now we're finally receiving some snow throughout this week, guys. By the looks of things, we're expecting to get some probably on, I would say, Friday or Thursday, one of the two. But besides that, guys, considering the fact We finally got some snow out there. I don't think you guys can see, considering it's dark, you know. But it's out there, guys. There's been a bit of snow that came around today and throughout last night. So see the problem that might be going on there? What that means, followed by the global warming. I know some of you also might debate that that might not be real, but it is. Global warming is a real thing, guys, and it's kind of in danger right now. Because if this has to keep going on long enough, I don't know what could happen, but it could be disastrous considering that in Canada, you know, like Canada's the true place for if any of you guys live in it, obviously. So yeah, I'm glad that we managed to actually finally get some snow out there. Not that I'm a big, proud fan of it, but it's good because Canada deserves a bit of snow. It should, because that's how it rolls, right? That's literally how, in Canada, it's always been like that, basically. Canada is definitely supposed to have snow for at least some of the times. And the fact that it's, yeah, of course, it's April usually when the snow goes disappearing for good. But last year we managed to get around till May, basically. Early May, I should say. So I don't know, this is partly making me curious. If this is starting to happen around the January calendar, I wonder if close to late May or early June. Because I really don't want to have to expect to deal with snow in July. Because that part of climate change and the global warming system, yeah, that can basically kind of effectively happen like that. Which is something none of us should be even proud of. And for anybody that even cares about the polar bears, right? They'll be in danger too if this keeps up. But is there really much we can do to control that whatsoever? No, not really. I don't suppose there is, unless somebody tells me otherwise. But if I'm hearing a different story or so from it, I must particularly say that there's no sudden luck out of that we can control it that easily in jubilation of what can go on. I mean, we can be all passionate throughout thinking throughout these kinds of scenarios how we can, well, I don't know, maybe deal with all these snow, like, with no snow issues or whatever. I kind of like the idea of it being no snow, but, you know, it is my opinion, and I get that all of us human beings, we're imperfect person of ourselves, basically. Like, we don't know any better than anybody else, fortunately, in this case. That's the life of society we kind of live in. Like, things can just randomly go on at any cause of the time, really, necessarily. But I'm glad that we kind of live in such a great, crazy world, but at the same time, it's a bit scary, so random emotions and dramatic stuff, like, any random emotion can occur, like sadness, anger, happy, or encouraging, I guess, scared, happy, really excited, really furious, rage, R-A-G-E, that's how, yeah. All those kind of emotions, they're out there. I'm telling you, this world is never going to come close to perfection at all. Especially the fact that life
itself is always imperfect, just like we human beings, like our person selves are always going to be considered imperfect. Yep. That's just how that life goes on. Although life itself, if we've heard from wise people out in the world, that life is quite an amazing journey. It's a great opportunity to get what's done right in this world, like making people proud, and better yet, more said than done, getting close to the people that you love a lot, especially with true family, guys. So even if none of your friends even like you for who you are, luckily you might have supportive family that might say otherwise. And I get that maybe some people might not have a mother or a dad, might have passed on or so, but for the people that might have adopted them, they still care about you too. Like, there's always going to be the chances, like, chances are, what I'm trying to say here is there will always be somebody out in the world that might have a possibility, well, of liking or loving you, or like something like that. It's sad how the popularity just kind of focuses on the true possibility of, well, sometimes it can be reflections of ourselves, and we've all been guilty of that. We've all probably done that whatsoever. Just kind of hard to realize it at times. No, well. Anyways, I hope it was worth it for this video. And now, anyways, Christian signing off. Bye-bye, guys. And yeah.